What's up, Dog Pound? How are we doing this evening? It feels like Friday. Does it feel like Friday to anyone else? Because it feels like Friday to me. Bop. Hello. Oh my gosh, I have no lights on. Who am I? Cut the clip. Cut the clip. There's some lights. Let me get the other lights. We can't do it. We can't do it like this. No. Please, no. Oh, and a surprise. Nice girl. So good girl. Okay, back to sleep. Good girl. Hello, hello. Ugh, welcome, Jay, Emily, Dominic, take a seat, Light, Luke, Akex, Santos. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Do I feel... Whoa. Maybe I'll lift that back up. Sorry, Aerie, did I scare you? Did I scare you? I know, there was a mechanical noise. I moved the desk. Everything's okay. Back to bed. Good girl. It looked like I could have had more space, but then I'll be closer to my desk, which isn't good when you have a dog that likes to lay with you. So there's a little airy, what's it called? Cameo. There we go. Lots of new stuff. We got a new playlist. Let me turn my alerts back on because I turned them off during Tavern Talk. And we're shiny hunting today, which is technically the first shiny hunt we've done here, apart from the PM7 event, which, by the way, if you did not know, there is going to be another shiny hunt world record event on July 25th, which is in 3 weeks as of tomorrow. Mark your calendars. I think there have been tweets about it, but I will tweet again, and for future streams, I'll get a little thingy to remind everyone. But we have that coming up, so that'll be fun. And I think last time we did 12 hours, which is probably what we'll do again. I'm tempted to do, I'm assuming we're starting at like 12 p.m. EST. Same as we did before, but we'll probably go like 12 to 12, and then I'll go sleep. I'll wake up, and we'll probably do a little bit more. We'll do probably like the final hour or two, maybe the next day. I think that's the plan. Michael, hello. JT, hello. Pumpkin, hello. Oh, Jay, thank you. My Gojo shirt. I have been reading JJK. I passed the anime a couple days ago, and things are getting crazy. I can't wait for them to animate Season 3. I can't wait. Very, very exciting. Tarantulas? Wait. You have pet tarantulas? Oh my gosh. That's so cute. I had a tarantula at my 6th birthday party. It was a good time. It was a great time. I think I was the only one who touched it of my 6-year-old friends. Could you start with Persona 5 if you're new to it? I have played Persona 5, including Royal. So I've played 5, 4, and 3. 4 is getting another remake, an update. So there's a good chance I will play that. But I don't think I'd replay 5. Maybe I would. If we played 3 already and then we go to 4, maybe it just makes sense to play 5 after. It'll be like long enough since I last played it, but you know. Yeah, true, Bri. I've not played the DLC, so that is a possibility as well. That is. I hope you're all doing well. Does anyone have any fun plans for the 4th of July tomorrow? Persona 5 is cheap right now. I've never played it, but it looks good. You should play it. It's a very good time. I played it on PlayStation, I want to say. I think that's right. And it was a good time. I played Royal. I watched Frank's playthrough of Persona 5. That's what got me into Persona. Fun fact. I'd like heard about it. I knew there was a bunch of hype about Persona 5, but yeah. Yes, Michael, I did see before GoFest, they had like announced everything that was going on with GoFest and I guess future stuff, and I saw Tatsugiri was coming around. Fireworks, let's go. Ari was really scared of fireworks last year, but I feel like she's older and more mature now. She's brave. Very brave. Nikki, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Dim sum tomorrow for lunch. Ooh, Emily, that sounds delicious. Delicious. I'm doing good. It was a busy week. I feel like every time I see you guys, I'm like, busy week. But it keeps happening where I'm like, I'm gonna stream today, and then something happens to kind of like delay, and then I have to decide whether I want to eat dinner at like a normal human person time, or if I want to go live and then be live through normal human dinner time and eat dinner late. And then sometimes Vinny surprises me with stuff and he's like, hey, we're going to do this. We're gonna go hang out with these people. And I'm like, well, there go my plans. So that's why we're here. And I won't be streaming tomorrow, I don't think, but I will Saturday for sure. And maybe Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, Dova. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Oh, they're gonna be regional. That makes sense. I kind of like that. Then you have to like trade to get them. Matt, hello, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I was just with friends and had to break away to cook dinner at human hours. Yeah, you know, sometimes you have those 10 p.m. girl dinners, you know? Matt, thank you for the 5 gifties. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We got a Sarah snipe. Huge. Huge indeed. Welcome everyone to the dog pound. Those who just got gifted, shout out Matt, W other Matt. W other Matt, indeed. Indeed. Gonna hop into shower, but I figured I'd say, hey, thanks Dova. Appreciate you. Yeah, we can get started. These are gonna be cool vibes tonight. Let me just go ahead and do a little loop-de-loop so we don't lose the tunes, because we're gonna go no music, obviously. obviously, and I do have my counter ready to go. I was doing setup like a good streamer. I just have to pop out my Switch window. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Maybe I'll do perfect, stunning, beautiful. Nate, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And Janelle, welcome in. New Dawn to Dawn episode is out. Is it out? Vinny and I watched the let me just we'll mute those. That works. Vinny and I watched the opening. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. Boop. We're already in it. Da-da, da-da. I mean, you don't have to watch the movie light, because I think it's just the first 4 or 5 episodes. Maybe not 5. That might be extreme. Probably like 4. Probably 4 episodes. It was good. It was definitely good, but not necessary. For sure. Saw you on the latest Nintendo video. That looked like such a fun game of hide and seek. Nikki, it was so fun. I really want to do it again. I'm like ready. Especially now that we've heard from you guys, like ways to make it better. I love that. Now we have all those plans. Did Sauce cheat? Yes or no? Should I put a poll in chat? I'll do it. There's 2 movies though, no? Is there 2 movies? We saw the one in theaters that just came out like a month ago. Santo says no, he didn't. LOL. I swear they released one last month. Yeah, that's what we went to see in theaters, I'm pretty sure. But it was just the first couple of episodes of the new season. Yeah. As far as I know, I don't think they would. No, they wouldn't do a movie that like directly leads into where season 1 left off. They wouldn't do that. The latest video might be my favorite group project. The first was Sauce, but my fave among the other 3 of you. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I mean, Rich is just like always the GOAT, you know? He like gets along with everyone. He's funny all the time. Sauce and Vinny are Sauce and Vinny. Of course. And then, you know, I love all those guys, so it's a good time. It was so much fun. I am so excited to do it again because that was my first time. That was my first time doing it. Vinny had talked to me about them like when he did them with Purple Cliff. And he always used my Switch because he didn't have a lot of like fun Pokemon on his copy, so. And I don't think he had beaten the DLC either. Or did he? I can't remember. But yeah, he used mine. And oh, maybe it was because he didn't have online too. Because I think he used his Australian copy for that. I don't know. Anyway. He used mine, so he was always using my Pokemon. So sometimes I would like help him. Be like, oh, you should use this Pokemon. But you know, like next time I'm gonna level up my hunting Pokemon to 100 so I don't get knocked out left, right, and center. Because that kills like all of my hunt time. And I don't know if we're gonna make rules about like what Pokemon you can be, because I kind of like the idea of blending in with your surroundings, but I also don't. Like when Rich was scraggy, like that's so smart, right? Because you have to know which scraggy is the odd one out. But at the same time, I feel like we need to make it a little more obvious. Sauce, hello. Speaking of my prop hunt friend, my hide and seek friend. Vinny also put, I don't even know if I can speak of this, but Vinny put like 400 resets, I think he said, into Dialga, and I did like 200 or 300. I really didn't do a lot. I did 200 or 300 on my own. So all together, we could hit 1,000 resets technically real quick, but it'll look a lot lower. If I get the shiny, it'll be a lot cooler. A lot cooler. I think it was too difficult to tell if they touched because of the bush. Yeah, so trust me, I hunted. I looked at Sauce's footage and I looked at Rich's footage. Sauce's footage, he's like totally covered by the bush, so you can't see. Rich's footage, you see him and then he spins the camera and you lose him in the bush, but there's also a text pop-up from like a comfy he defeated that's kind of blocking the bush, which is tragedy. But like Sauce and I talked about this. If you like go over the person, that should count as like in the future, if we do it again, that should count as tagging them. Like if they're on top of you, even if they don't touch you, semantically that should be they found you. Because there's no way, the only way I could see Sauce and his little shiny Jirachi in that tree is when I was going slow-mo frame by frame. If I was just running around, there's no shot I'd see him. He's so small. So. But it made for great content. Yeah, mine. See, the problem with mine, and I said this in the footage, but it got cut during editing. I couldn't see what I looked like because I was facing out, right? Like looking out, because I didn't want to face into the water. So I had no idea what my Pokemon looked like. So I thought I was in the waterfall. I didn't know I was underwater until Rich found me and I saw from his POV what I looked like. So mine was a little tough. One of my mods is at 20k for Palkia. Please no. Please say it ain't so. I don't want to do that. You running from Snorlax was too funny. That was the best surprise ever because Snorlax, as we saw, is ungodly fast for a Pokemon of that size. And I ran just like hoping I could give a good chase and then he'd catch me. But then it turns out my lion was faster. So loved that. It was a great surprise. It's a bit unfair if you can see your target but can't reach them. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think the two ways would be if they pass over you, then you have to like show yourself and be like, you found me, because you know they kind of found you, you know. You've kind of been tagged. Or like with Rich, he couldn't get to me, but he said like, I see you. So either or. Either or. Drayden, hello, welcome in. I know, Nikki, we didn't even plan that. I just really wanted to do the Pride Rock thing. And it also got cut. Me talking about it didn't get cut, but the footage got cut, where I defeated the lion that's statically there, and then I assumed position, right? I was like, he's never gonna find me. And it was like that for a minute, and then as soon as he started actually hunting, all of a sudden the lion started respawning. and I would defeat it, it would respawn. I'd defeat it, it would respawn. I'm like, he's gonna see me immediately. So I had to run. But then I didn't want to get caught, so I just hid under the rock. I think my Reggie Drago at these odds went to 17,000. I guess we're in it for the long haul. We're in it for the long haul. Yeah. We gonna find out. This is my first... Yeah, I think this is my first full odds shiny hunt. Both on and off cam. Because I didn't really shiny hunt. I found shinies in Sword and Shield, but I think it was after I got the shiny charm. And I found shinies in Pogo, but that was using the chain method. Nikki, thank you for that gifty. Oh my gosh! You sniped Matt, the gifter. That's so funny. I love that. Did I count that one? I don't know if I did. I was kind of yapping. That seems right. I'm a bad shiny hunter. Big ups 4 months. K-Dog is officially the GOAT shiny hunter. Thank you, Bridge to Nowhere. Thank you, thank you. 4 months is huge. Yeah, that is literally Giftception. That was legendary. Here after Vinny's hide and seek vid, that's what we're talking about. Welcome, Ray. Welcome in. Is this what sauce feels like every day? It's pretty lit. Did you see the video GBL and Patters did doing hide and seek with your trainers? I don't think I did see that. Is that recent or older? The last spot had to be cheating. It was kind of cheating. Vinny's the only one who didn't cheat. Let's be real. Vinny is the only one who didn't cheat. He just found a really good spot. And he stayed there. Sauce. Sauce, both of us were completely covered by our terrain. Okay? If not cheating, it's kind of extreme hide and seek. An older one. Ooh, okay, I'll have to check it out. I will have to check it out. It's definitely a fun game to do with your friends if you all have Nintendo Online. Super fun. Yeah, you do have to draw the line somewhere. And I think we found the line. It was just at Rich's expense. But he did find me. He did find me, so... And technically... he found sauce. He just didn't realize he found sauce. You know? He was in Cappuccino Alley, burning his tongue all over the place. Yeah, first round sauce, I was getting knocked out so much, I never made it to where you were. The whole, like, north side of the map, I never made it to. Never made it to, unfort. Thank you, Light, for the gifty. Yes, I know Vinny wants to do more, but he also wants to do more with, like, different people. Which I get it. But I think it'd be so fun to just run it back. Because we're such a good group. My thumb can't reach the button. What's up, Saibe? Welcome in. Oh, David. I missed your message earlier. My favorite Pokemon is probably Tinkaton. I don't know if I have a definitive favorite. I want to do that Pokemon favorite. I don't think, no, it's not a tier. It's just like picking your favorites through all the gens and types, and then you like pick your ultimate favorites at the end. Forget what it's called. Vinny did it. I think I showed it to him. I want to do that to like truly know who my favorites are. But I think, you know, the fact that I have these guys on my desk is a good indicator of my top 3. So, I almost dropped her. Her hammer comes off, so if anybody's acting up, you'll get the ban hammer. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Let me put it back in her hand. 1 sec, I'm doing it aggressively. Yes, exactly. You get it. You get it. I think Rich had a good idea. Do one live, but have chats closed. Ooh, yeah, live would be fun. That's just like a fun live thing too, and like it could be turned into a video, or we could just have fun. Have a silly fun time. Tyrantrum is my favorite fossil Pokemon. Ooh, shiny my Lotic. I watched a Pokemon tier list? Diva off? Tournament of which Pokemon is the most mother, most diva. And it was hilarious. And Espeon and Tinkaton were in the tournament, but they didn't win. They didn't win, but that's just one person's opinion. Kangaskhan was also in the tier. Yes. Kangaskhan, the ultimate mother. Let's be real. Works 2 jobs. Single mom. Serena was also in the list. Yes. She did not win. I would have put Serena higher. Me personally. But this person did not. Ponyta unfortunately did not make the cut, but it's fine. It's fine. I actually don't think, no, I don't think they did include Salazzle, but they should have. Because Salazzle is very diva. Vespiquen, however, was there. Because the female-only evolutions, iconic. Nidoqueen, though, not there. Sad. What's your thoughts on the new updates for Field of Mysteria? Oh my gosh, Manar, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so excited. We might play that on Saturday. I was gonna do it tonight, but then I was like, oh no, please let me change. But then I was just feeling extra cozy today. And wanted to do some shiny hunting, because I keep talking about it. But have yet to do it. And I think that'll be the last stream until the update, because we have some 6 heart events to see, and we have some like farm organization decorating, maybe some grinding for artifacts, and a certain legendary bug. Is it legendary? I think it is. I don't think it's rare. I think it's legendary. So yeah, but I'm so excited. It feels like a little bit, well, I don't know if I can say that actually. I was gonna say it feels like a little bit of a smaller update. And I think in a way it is. I feel like the update they do for the fall is gonna be bigger. Like they're gonna finish the mines finally. And probably have like marriage at that point. This I think is just like dating, Because up until now, the heart events have been like flirty but friendly, you know? Amanda, welcome in. I know, it feels like everyone's shiny hunting these days. But like, it's such a good vibe. Why not? Why not, you know? And I did shiny hunt all the time during the subathon last year and this year, so feels like it was only time I did it myself over here. Yes, Manar, I will absolutely let you know. Of course. What flavor of ice cream should I order? Nikki, is there like a s'mores type of option? Because that always feels very summer to me. And I also just love marshmallow. Big marshmallow gal. Carrie, hello, welcome in. Chocolate cherry chunk. Ooh, yes. Chocolate and cherry is very good. Chocolate and raspberry, also very good. The chocolate and the red fruits. Num num num. Num 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 num. I'm also a big fan of Ben & Jerry's fish food. Sounds weird. I don't know why they named it that, to be honest. They made a choice, but it's delish. Amanda, that's such a struggle. I feel that. I think I'm gonna have a little sweet treat after stream. I ate dinner real quick before going live, and had a little Oreo. Just a silly little single Oreo. Ben & Jerry's S'mores is on sale. Let's go! I'm pretty sure that one's really good. I feel like I've had that before, and it's good. Num num num. Obito! Oh my gosh. 8th sub today. Let's go. Doing great. Stick with it. You got it. Oh, you know fish food? Let's go. You know why I know of fish food? It's because of Aquamarine. I had like never heard of fish food before, and then Aquamarine introduced me to fish food, and then I made it my mission to find fish food in stores, and I did. Bridge, thank you so much for the 5 gifties. Ah! Oh my gosh, B-Rad Snipe, huge. Sudden Beth, what a great name. That's such a good name. Fish food is like a chocolate ice cream, and it's got these little chocolate like fudgy fish pieces. They're like fish shaped. They're not actually fish. And I think there's marshmallow in it as well, like a marshmallow swirl. Which is why it's right up my alley, right up my alley. One of my mom's boyfriends when I was growing up bought me fish food, and it was totally to bribe me into liking him. It worked. I'll say that would totally work on me. Buy me ice cream? Yes. Yeah, no, it's definitely vegetarian. Not vegan, of course, it's ice cream, but vegetarian. Yes. Fish and ice cream sounds something very Nordic. I feel like they would put actual fish in ice cream. I could see it. Oh my gosh, Manar! Is it bittersweet? Is it bittersweet? You're almost done. I love finishing a game, but then I'm also sad when I finish games. Also, Magic, hello. Welcome in. That's what I'm saying, Michael. I think that's my favorite combination. I love a s'mores, but I don't really have the patience to roast marshmallows. So marshmallow fluff is always a good time, but then I like when it's melty and warm, you know? I feel that with the shiny decks. Oh my gosh. That is a crazy undertaking. How long have you been working on that? Like 3 years? More? I have a problem just eating straight plain marshmallows. I do love a good plain marshmallow. I still haven't made it yet. Maybe I'll make it this weekend, or maybe I'll make it tomorrow, because we may or may not be hanging with Sauce and Mrs. McGavin. And Sauce can't have it because he's a carnivore, but Mrs. McGavin can. And that's marshmallow popcorn. Apparently that was like a trending snack at one point. I never saw it. I just saw someone make a YouTube video like, I made TikTok trending snacks. And I was like, oh, I've never heard of this. But yeah, it's like you make Rice Krispies, but instead of with Rice Krispies cereal, you use popcorn. Yeah, Amanda, I mentioned it so long ago. Still haven't made it. But maybe I'll make it tomorrow. In honor of the 4th of July. Technically 4, but a lot of my stream time has been challenges with no progress. True. You haven't just been like locked in that whole time. Still. That's crazy. I'm not a big Masuda method hunter, even though I know it can be like the best odds for many situations. So that could be a tough one for me, because I don't want to hatch eggs. But you never know. See, we'll see. We're starting with Dialga. Let's see how long I last here. Did you have ketchup chips for Canada Day? I did not. I did have some barbecue chips, which is not unique. All dressed is the unique one, but you know, that's as close as I could get. We had sushi as well for Canada Day, which was a good time. Learning to play with one hand while not looking and making Masuda a side thing is very beneficial. True. I don't have the muscle memory locked in. And also I have long fingers, but like I could play one-handed. Maybe for the shiny hunt event, I should do Dialga on the side. Or maybe I'll combust if I do that. I don't know. Robert, welcome in. How are you? No poutine. I mean, we're in America, so Canadian stuff is hard to come by. Plus, Canadians hate to hear me say it, but I hate poutine. Owie. Don't like it. Never have, never will. I'm not a gravy person. Yeah, see, Nikki, you clocked me immediately. I'm not a gravy person, never have been. Even when I was younger and I ate meat, never liked gravy. Like Thanksgiving, get that gravy away from my mashed potatoes. Get it away from me. Don't let it touch my beautiful, plain, perfectly normal mashed potatoes. Please. Please. Imagine just getting a clip in that video of you getting a shiny Dialga. That would be legendary. Honestly, might have to consider it. We'll see. I never thought I was, but the place by my high school had cheap poutine on Thursdays, so I got peer pressured into trying it. Yeah, I never wanted to try it for the longest time because I was like, I know I don't like gravy, so I know I'm not gonna like this. But in university, we either went to this local Mexican place that made like burritos, burrito bowls, tacos, whatever. And that was the popular drunk food. Or you went to Smokes for poutine. And I was like, why? I don't like poutine, why? So I've tried it on multiple occasions, and Smokes does like more than just your standard. It does like fun flavors and toppings, I guess, with your poutine, and it's not for me. Mr. Lambs hates gravy for the most part too. Yeah. I think it's the texture. It's like liquid, but not liquid. It's kind of gross if you think about it. Gravy's kind of disgusting. It's just like fat. Ugh. Nasty. Yeah, it's very unhealthy, so I'm not upset that I don't like it. Sarah, welcome in. You got a gifty. Also, Kingdom, hello. Welcome in. I've never had white gravy. I know biscuits and gravy is a big thing, but just because I don't like other gravy, I just don't even bother. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I'll eat sausage gravy with my biscuits sometimes, but I'm not as much a gravy person. Yeah. I drink a cup right now. Blech. Wait. Has gravy been a big part of your carnivore journey? Because I feel like you've never mentioned gravy. I don't know what you do with it. I guess you would just put it on more meat. Or just drink it. You can have it, right? Because it's just fat and it's made from various animals. Dun, 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 dun. Is there anything more iconic than the Animal Crossing theme song? I'll wait. I'd probably agree, Ray. I would probably agree. I'm not a huge hot sauce fan, but I hate gravy, so I definitely like hot sauce more than gravy. Yeah, same. I'm a big plain butter gal, which is funny because I was as a kid too. Like, if I got pasta at restaurants, no sauce, just butter. I was the original butter noodle girl. And I don't do that now, but if I'm having toast, just butter. Biscuits, just butter. Bagels even. I go in and out. Sometimes I'm in a cream cheese phase and sometimes in a butter phase. But a good bagel with butter just never misses. Never misses. You are a little noodle. I haven't had pasta in forever, actually. It's because I don't need to. I am the pasta. Exactly. Give me some chili on a cold night and you might lose a hand in the process. What? What? I do love some wintertime chili. With bagels, I only eat it with mixed veggie cream cheese. Ooh, I like the specifics. When I was a kid growing up, I would always go to the Great Canadian Bagel. If you know, you know. And I would always get chocolate chip bagels with cream cheese. And they had sweet cream cheeses. Like they had cinnamon cream cheese. They might have had a chocolate chip cream cheese, but I think I just got plain. I think I just had chocolate chip bagels with cream cheese. And man, I love me a chocolate chip bagel. You know how hard it is to find chocolate chip bagels? Very hard, apparently. I'm the butter noodle god. Now I might have to make some butter noodles. I know they went crazy on the internet a little while ago. Celery cream cheese. I've never heard of celery cream cheese. I've heard of veggie cream cheese for sure. I'm a big fan of scallion cream cheese. Big scallion gal. Yeah, I think I have to make my own bagels. I think so. That's so interesting. I love the texture of mashed potatoes. And I love it even more if the skin's left on and they're like a little chunky. I love but not like potato chunks. I don't want a chunk of potato. I want a chunk of skin. Does that make sense? How do you achieve that? I don't know. I get it at restaurants. It's very good. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, butter noodles in the microwave. That screams university/college. And I love it. I love it so much. It's been a hot minute since I had butter noodles. Like quite possibly since university. I don't think I've had... Have I had butter noodles in like my adulthood? I can't remember. Kiranti, welcome in. Hello, hello. I love the chili art in this game. In this game? In BDSP? Chili? What? Pardon? Dun, 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 dun. Chibi. Okay. That makes more sense. We were talking about chili, so I was like, is there chili in this game? Is there a bowl of chili somewhere and the art is just fantastic? It makes you hungry? I don't know. Good night, Manar. It was good to see you. Guys, I'm learning how to play one-handed. This is lit. Also, 50 encounters. Maybe. I may have miscounted. I wish I could have an automatic counter. I don't know if Sauce is still here. I could text him. But does he count all of his encounters? If so, he's a crazy man. Crazy man. Love the chibi art. Hate the chili art. You do? Oh my gosh. How do you know that you didn't miss any? Oh, wait. What am I doing? I think I restarted the game without even doing anything. Silly. Silly. That's the best part? Not knowing if you counted right? Or doing the counting yourself? He's definitely constructed alternatively. Absolutely. I think that's why the unknown. I do kind of like that. It's very mysterious. You're like, yeah, I got this Pokemon in 450 encounters, but did you? Was it actually like 460? Was it 430? We'll never know. We'll never know. How will they know? Once I asked him if he somehow has it automatically count. Yeah. It's because whenever, whatever button he clicks at a certain time, he clicks the count like at the same time. Has to be. Has to be. Could I map the count to one of my Switch Pro controller buttons? That would be cool. Numbers are made up. That's so true. They're not real. Numbers can't hurt you. They can't. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I guess if you're just resetting with one hand and then clicking your button with the other hand, then you could do things at the same time. They hurt me in school though. Real. So real. I loved math in school actually. Until I got to university. So funny. I always loved math. Was always good at math. And then when we got to university and the professor was like, yeah, so everything we taught you in high school, that's all false, basically. And I was like, oh, cool. Cool, yeah, no, that's great. And then they were like, functions, negative numbers, natural numbers, infinite numbers. And I was like, please, no. Please stop. Yeah, the calculus. I can't remember the title of the courses, but there was like regular calculus and then there was a different kind of calculus and they were different. And I was like, I hate it here. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm gone. Bye. I remember being one to watch the counter carefully during Vandy's last subathon in his hunts. Yes. That's what I'm doing. I'm currently plussing and minusing for mine. So when I click the home button is when I hopefully also remember to click the plus button. Or no, it was his gift account. Oh, yes. Yes. That makes sense. That's why my degree was in language. Yeah, I went to science. I was like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks. My final year of uni, my math prof decided the curriculum was stupid and taught us something above the level we were at. Hello? Hello? Bro was just like, let me try something new. Did he clear it with the board? With the higher ups at school? I don't know what those are called. I'm a slowpoke mixed with a Psyduck, literally. Nothing wrong with that. There's a place for Psyducks and slowpokes in Pokemon and in our world. I don't know what Pokemon I would be. Probably Tinkaton. Because I would just threaten with my hammer. And I kind of love that. I would be slow with it though. I'd have to drag that around everywhere. I think it'd be so funny. Wait. I stopped watching the Pokemon anime. Did Tinkaton get her own episode? Because I didn't watch... They took away Ash and I said it's not for me. It's not for me anymore. So I'm wondering if Tinkaton got her time to shine and what she's like in the anime, and I may have to watch just for that. Perhaps. Perhaps. The biggest lie I think I was ever told in school was you need to know how to do this without a calculator. That's true. I mean, to be fair, there was a time where that was true, but during, you know, a certain generation, the iPhone was created, and so it pays to be able to do quick maths, for sure. My chemistry teacher in high school could do fraction math. Like if you told him 12 times 3/8 or something like that, he'd be able to do it. Or fractions by fractions. It was magical. He had some sort of trick. I don't remember it. But it was pretty crazy. What's up, Colton? Welcome in. Tinkaton just evolved. Oh my goodness. A baby. A baby, it's her time to shine. Is she on anyone's team? I hope so. I hope it's not one of those like throwaway episodes where you only see the Pokemon in that one episode and then you never really see them again. I hope someone caught her. She's helping them. I'm unfortunately not smart enough for that kind of math. Yeah, some things, it's like, I could do that if I tried, but I don't want to try, you know? As part sloth, I went to a school for sloth. I was super fast. I ran 50 meter in one day. Totally true. So you're a slack-off in Pokemon terms. I love it. Love it. Ooh, yeah. There is simple math in D&D for sure. Tink is owned by one of the main characters? Oh my gosh, iconic. That's the first thing that has made me want to watch Horizons. Plus, Sprigatito is adorable. And a little baby. Otherwise, I wonder if they're gonna follow the same formula though as the games, where the professor is AI. Your Tink died in my game? Hello? What? What do you mean? Oh. Wait, did I have a Tink? How did... Not by the bees, right? Not by the... Was it the bees? It's dead now. Stop it. Don't talk about her that way. I don't like it. The comb bees killed it. Okay, so along with me. At least we died together. I'm okay with that. We could be like, you know, holding each other as the bees surround us. That's fine. That's heroic. Noble even. So I was after Darkest Wild. Yeah, he murdered me and my Tinkaton with a bunch of bees. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. As someone who wasn't really interested in the anime at first, I love it more than Pokemon Journeys. Ooh, I did find Journeys to be weird. Like, I appreciated that they went everywhere, but at the same time, I feel like that didn't allow the new gen to shine, you know, for people to, like, truly appreciate it. So I don't like that. Tink tried to steal honey, paid the price. She would never. She would never. What would she need honey for? She's only after Corviknight, in truth. If you said something that was pink, dry chicken, that's true. No, stop! She was stealing honey for me so that I could dip my dry honey, not my dry honey, hello? Dry chicken into honey to eat it. And then she died, and then I died. But at least I didn't have to eat dried chicken. It's kind of valid. Not that it do be like that sometimes. Crazy. Honey is so universal. So universal. You can do anything with honey. It's good for sweets, it's good for savories. It's good with spicy stuff. It's iconic. It is that ingredient. Tink being a bird slayer is why I can't exactly like her. I love Corviknight too much. That's fair. I like to think of her as more like a protector, you know? Like, yes, she has beef with Corviknight, but she's not just trying to murder them. But if a Corviknight attacked a small baby unawares bug Pokemon or something like that, she would protect them and then kill the Corviknight in cold blood. Because once her hammer is complete, she doesn't need any more metal, you know? Only if she needs to patch the hammer. I wonder how they do that in the anime. It's kind of fun. Yeah, she's protective. She protect, she attack, but most importantly, she bonk. You know? You know? What's up, Rat Kong? Welcome in. My shopper has been there forever. Oh my gosh, no. I do wonder that sometimes. I'm like, do they just not know where anything is, or are they side questing? You know? I will say there's 100% like a vigilante Tinkaton out there who's super badass, and she's literally just roaming around like murdering Corviknights like the gangster she is, and I respect that. She's got a whole squad. Yeah, it's a shiny Tinkaton. And she also wears like a headband or something. Like there's something to differentiate her besides the shiny hammer. You know? It's just 2 ice creams. Yeah, that's really not. It's 1 aisle. 1. No, the tarantula that came to my birthday party was just like black and brown. Just a regular black and brown standard tarantula. Counter at 70. Did I do it, or should we be at 71? What? What? You should be at 71 after this 72. Okay. Okay, thanks. Tee. Yeah, like it was part of this company that did birthday parties and other parties, and you could pick like an animal adventure, and based on the adventure you chose, they would bring different kinds of animals. So they brought a tarantula and they brought a chinchilla. Those are the 2 I remember the most. They definitely brought other stuff, but I can't remember what they brought. I just remember the chinchilla and the tarantula. No, when I was 6. I was a weird kid though. Like I really liked animals, even though tarantulas aren't really animals. I liked bugs too. I was a big living creatures kid. And obviously it was like just girls because I was 6, so I only had like girlfriends. And no one else wanted to touch the spider, and I was the only one that was brave enough to touch it and hold it. I felt so cool. And it was also my birthday party, so like, slay. Queen behavior. And then my friend, my like best friend at the time, copied my birthday party. Her birthday was like couple weeks or a month after mine. And she did choose a different animal adventure though, and I remember she had baby bunnies at her party, and I was pretty jealous of that. She didn't have the tarantula or the chinchilla. And there were other stuff, but I don't remember because I was only 6. But there were baby bunnies, and it was really cute. Let's jump her. I think I'm friends with her on Facebook. Like the classic, your elementary school friends found you on Facebook in the future. I still remember her name. But I won't dox. I won't dox. Sarah, we're doing good. Aries asleep in my lap. She's letting out some stinky toots. I can't lie to you. Something about when she sleeps with me at night. She's just a stinky girl. The evening streams. I pet a skunk once. Oh my gosh, Amanda, I love that. Love that. Vinny's doing good too. I don't think he went live. I think he's just vibing. He was debating it. It's gonna be on 81. That would be legendary. I don't know if I really have a goal of like how many encounters to get to. Definitely 100, but like, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. We'll see. I've been to zoos and like petting zoos where I've seen the keepers inside with the skunks petting them and feeding them. And I'm like, ah, they're so cute. I want to pet one. I know that they're stinky and if they spray me, it's going to be game over, but they're so cute. Why do they look so cute shaped if they're going to be evil? You know? Airy, sleepy girl. Your tarantulas are chill? Wonder what goes on in the mind of a tarantula. Like, do they see you as a friend, or do they just, like, not really comprehend? You know? I do like snakes. I worked a summer in a pet store once, and we got in little baby snakes, and I literally spent my whole shift just walking around with the baby snake like curled up in my pocket because it liked the warmth, and it would just like poke its head out sometimes. It was so cute. It was so cute. I love snakes. I kind of get why people are scared of snakes, but I also don't. Besides the poisonous ones. Obviously, the ones that can kill you are scary, but... That's so fun, Jay. I always wonder with, like... I want to say, like, the lower tier intelligence, question mark? Like, they're still intelligent creatures, but compared to, like, a dog that can express love, do spiders have attachment? Because aren't tarantulas also very, like, solitary creatures? I would probably hold a tarantula. There's something about, like, because it's big, that, like, it's less scary. Does that make sense? Like little spiders, because they can just like dart in and out and escape. I'm like, ah, no, get away. I love a good old ball python. Just good old. There's so many different colors of ball pythons. But the hognose snakes are also cute because they're little nose. They have a cute little nose. I think that was 81. I don't think that was it, David. Like, I got sucked into a TikTok live stream for a snake breeder once. Could have been the same person. The eggs were like hatching on the live and I was like, ooh, wow, so cool. What's up, Zephyr, by the way? Welcome in. No shiny yet. Might be here a while. I like Italian ice, although I will say my last experience with Italian ice was tragic. We went to get Italian ice. I was like, I don't need to taste it. It's got chocolate and marshmallow. I could never go wrong. Got it, took a bite, instantly threw it in the trash. Instantly, I said, nope, bye. Get it away from me. I think I need to stick with like the fruity flavors with Italian ice. Oh my gosh. Did you stay very still or did you get scared of the skunk, Michael? Because if a skunk surprised me, I don't know how I'd react. I'd probably just freeze. No plans for a shiny living dex at the moment. This is just kind of like a fun, silly time. I never beat this game. I literally stopped like right before this moment. And I can't remember why I went into it. I think I wanted to shiny hunt something and then I realized I didn't have the shiny charm and I was like, oh no, I remember. I was trying to do the Pokemon Home stuff, but I never beat this game. So I got all the Pokemon I could get like before Dialga, but then to continue, I gotta beat Dialga. And then for some reason I was like, you know what would be a great plan? Shiny hunting Dialga. And so I did like 100 resets a couple months ago. Another 100 resets a couple days later. Maybe another 100, I think. And then I just gave up. And then Vinny did a bunch recently in a video. But no shiny. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh. That happens with snakes all the time. They escape from their enclosure. I say very still. Once it was far enough away, I took off. That's probably the best way to handle it, for sure. Jay, do they like pounce on crickets? Or are they web trappers? Fighting Team Star Boss Airy right now. Ooh. I want to replay Scarvy with the Switch too. That's something else we could do. Not to copy sauce and do a shiny only for that, but that could be cool. My ferret found out how to escape his cage. Oh my gosh. I had a pet mouse. And by pet mouse, I mean it was a wild mouse that was in my basement. And we trapped it with a humane trap. And then I decided to keep it as a pet. And it got pretty tame. Like, it would let me hold it. And I had like a little runaround enclosure, and it would like run around and I'd play with it and stuff. And then one day it escaped. It escaped and I never saw it again. Be free, my little mouse. I don't even remember what I named it. This was in like high school. I have no idea what I named it. Literally, Santos, I was like, you know what? You're coming home with me. We're already home. You're staying home with me. Airy kisses. Hi, Zoe. Good chill bedtime stream. Let's go. The ultimate cozies. I'm glad you stopped in as well. My ferret normally runs around my house. He's not normally in his cage. That makes sense. I do think it's sad when animals live like primarily in cages. Are you gonna fall off? Aries doing her big stretch in my lap. Oh, hello. Hello, small creature. You on the move? Go out. Okay. Airy has left us. Sadness. Wild rat would have become a cook after its escape. That's also the definition of like, I'm gonna keep you. You're wild, but I'm gonna keep you. Airy is small. Yeah, she's only 11 pounds. She went to stretch her little leggies. Normally she would come back, but Vinny's sitting in the living room, so she might go lay with him. And if we don't get the shiny, I'm gonna blame her, to be honest. And blame her. I had a hamster growing up. And I think it lived like 3 or 4 years. The average hamster time, I would say. Her name was Rosie. And that was my first experience with death as a child. Good old Rosie. Rat, now go make me a 5-star dinner. Imagine if you had a live-in chef, but it was also your pet. Like, Airy doesn't have the appendages to cook, but mice and rats have little hands. But how would they stir stuff? How would they stir, like, pots? You know? Like, if you were gonna cook, like, a pound of ground meat, you were gonna put that in, like, a slow cooker, make chili, for example. That's, like, a third of the rat's weight, maybe? Their mouths with teamwork. Ooh, the teamwork makes sense. Like a Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White type of vibe. Yeah. Where the animals are your friends. My hamster was Dozy. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Dozy and Rosie. Friends in another life. I also had 2 turtles growing up. Did we? I think the turtles were always kept at my grandparents' place though. And in the winter, they would bring them inside. But then when it got warm enough, they would live outside. And then one day, and they were alive for like a while. One day, I think a like heron or something took one of the turtles. Either that or they ran away. But like, why would they run away after so many years? And they had each other, you know? But I think one turtle went missing, and then shortly after the other one went missing. So, you know, nature. That's the problem with having your turtles live outdoors. Dozy slept 24/7, an icon. A literal icon. Rat Kong, did you have butter noodles as your spaghetti, or did you have traditional spaghetti? Because we were talking about butter noodles earlier, and some butter spaghetti sounds fire. I can't even lie. Aerie sleeps far too much to have a side gig, I gotta say. She's a professional napper. That's her side gig. Sleeping 24/7. My family forgot who was supposed to feed our hamster. No! Ray, no! I have 4 dogs. Ooh. The dream team. Mangoes are really good. When you have a really good mango, it's life-changing. Also, mango as a flavor, I feel like never misses. It never misses. Certain flavors, if they're good, they're good. If they're bad, they're bad. Some flavors are like never that great, like banana, you know? Mango, always hits, never misses. Divine. No pets anymore. I had a cat. A cat sounds fun. I love kitties. I technically had 8 cats for 2 years straight. They didn't live with me, but like they were mine. You know? What's up, Mars? Welcome in. Also, I noticed we're back to names and not ats, and I'm very happy about that. I don't know if it's here to stay or what, but very pleased. I had 2 turtles. They stayed downstairs in the basement until my brother took the basement. And then where did they go? What happened to them? Yeah, the at thing was annoying. Like, I get it. You could change your name and photo to be anything. But at the same time, if you're like trying to impersonate a YouTuber, they're usually gonna have their little like check mark, you know? But that is tough. They confirmed it'll be rolling out. Hello? No. Don't do it, YouTube. Why? Was that just like a test? Because you'd think if I had it, I would keep it. It's weird. Very strange. Very strange. My parents took them somewhere but never told me where or when. Oh my gosh. No. I did in high school decide I missed my turtles. Also 100 encounters. Woo! I missed my turtles and I was like, you know what? I want to have turtles again. So I had 2 turtles for probably like 2 years. Maybe 3. I don't remember. And I kept getting a bigger tank but then they kept growing. And I was like, I don't know what to do with them. And then also school got a little crazy. Oh, I think it was high school. Yeah, it was high school into university. And then it was like, I'm going away to university. I can't really take care of these turtles anymore. So I sold them. I hope that person took good care of them. It's a test and they'll add it in the future. Bummer. Big bummer. I guess we'll just wait and see. They could reverse it. Maybe we'll do like 150 encounters. Should I do a time cutoff or an encounter cutoff? That is the question. Probably time. Because sometimes I get slow. I have a feeling, though, that Dialga is going to take a hot minute to find. I would like to not go over odds, though, you know? Now that I've said that, I probably will. A couple thousand? I can handle a couple thousand. Double odds? That could be rough. That could be rough. I might do some resets in my spare time, but I don't know if I'm as locked in as Sauce is. I believe that's true, Zephyr. I believe that's true. I'm just trying to bring the cozy, sleepy vibes. David. 1 in 4,000? The updated. The updated odds. That's true. Also, Sauce lurking. Hello. Listen. I could do 4,000 encounters. You said someone was on 20? You can't tap out once you've made it that far, but also that's outrageous, you know? I'm locked in for life. True. That's true. I've never heard anything more true. This is on the Switch too, yes. Hello, cute kitty. Welcome in. Probably should have put that in the title. Draw more people in. The loading time should be better because it's Switch 2. I feel like I maybe see that. I don't know. Sounds good, kitty. Yeah, the odds are easy, but yeah, Alex, I think you might be right. In Platinum, it was still 1 in 8,000. It was probably Gen Oh, why am I attacking? See, this is why I can't multitask. We're shiny hunting Kitty, so every time we go in, we've been seeing him normal. So we close the game, we try again. What were black and white shiny odds? Also 1 in 8,000. Gen 6 it changed. There it is. There it is. And Alex agreed. I trust Sauce. He is the shiny goat. Dun, 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 dun. I got Arceus and BDSP a few years back. It took me 8,000 encounters. It was pretty rough. I do remember when everyone was going crazy on that shiny hunt. I remember seeing some videos of people getting it really fast. I've seen videos of people getting this really fast too, actually. Dialga. I think there's a video of someone getting it in like 297. That could be us. That could be us. Oh, snap. The McGavin Club Litos? Santos? The alternative version? W. Shiny Entei in 6 encounters? See, there's your balance. The shiny gods giveth, but they also taketh. Fire name. You would think so, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Trying to unlock the starters in Blueberry Academy so I can get the rest of the starters. Yeah. I remember that being annoying. I think you get it quicker if you're in a union circle, right? Something like that. I still don't have all of them unlocked. I did a few and then I was just sick of grinding for BP, so. I gave up. Also gave up on trying to complete. Well, actually this one, once we get shiny Dialga, we could get back into trying to do the Pokemon Home stuff. But I gave up in Sword and Shield. Cause you need type Null, I think, is on that list, and Cubfu is on that list. And I've already evolved them. And you can't breed them. So sad. Let's work on it tomorrow. Bring your Switch. Hello? That would be iconic. I got Meloetta and I got what's her face? And Amorous. There we go. My brain kept wanting to say Eternatus, so I was like, no, wrong Pokemon. Wrong Pokemon. Is it easy to move to Canada? I think Don't quote me on this, because I'm a native Canadian, so I just, showed up and lived there. What's up, Elle? Welcome in. But I think it is easier to move to Canada than it is to move to the States, ? I think your classic entry points are always going to be going to school, finding an employer, or marrying someone. Redbone, let's go! Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. We do love a Canadian and a friend to Canadians. You can definitely do more research on it, but I think it is a chiller process. If you can find an employer, that's the huge one. That makes it like super easy, I'm pretty sure. The PM7 event is going to be so fun. We're going to be sweatier this time. If you guys were around for the last one, I was just kind of silly, goofy, running around, feeling the vibes. Why did it get ominous sounding in here? Like, it's still lo-fi, but it's ominous lo-fi. I just saw like what outbreaks were happening. I'd do a sandwich. Spent a lot of time running around. We're locking in. What's my strategy? I don't know yet, but we're locking in for this one. When is that? It is July 25th, Amanda. 3 weeks tomorrow. Very exciting stuff. Did I count that one? Counting it again. We'll never know. It's a mystery. This is a good song, it's just ominous. Very ominous. Nothing in my calendar. Let's go. We will be doing all day again, but I don't think I'm gonna do the full 24 hours. Just because I don't really want to pull an all-nighter, you know? But we'll see. I'm going on a trip and won't be able to watch anyone. Oh, that's too bad, Zoe. But you'll be able to watch it when you're back. And it does go for 24 hours, so maybe there'll be a time that you can stop in. Even if it's for just a short while. You're doing all-nighter? You kind of have to. You have to beat your previous record. No pressure. But like, you have to. Canada-themed cupcakes. Listen. That's a great second. Some would say a preferable first, actually. Oh, you're going camping. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes many sense. This event is going to be too nasty in a bad way. I can't wait to see what Pokemon you choose. I'm getting insider knowledge. I'm so excited. Send me the info. I think Vinny's changing his plan too. He told us his plan and then we kind of talked him out of it. And I think that's for the best. I really do. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sauce, like I am curious what that number would be, you know? Especially if you did it for 24 hours. But also, I don't know. I don't know about that. Probably 600. Ooh. Were you the highest? You were the highest last time, right? You had the most shinies? I think. By a long shot. Okay. Jeez. Flexing on us. That makes sense because I literally got 12. 1 an hour. I don't like it either because that's not a Switch 2 thing, right? And the whole point is like, now we have better graphics, better spawns, better distance, better loading. So like we can improve upon the number from last time, but like if everyone did that, it would just be unfair. Like we would quadruple our number. I won't be partaking, me personally. We'll see. We shall see. Ooh, I think that's a good plan. I'm surprised it hasn't like already come up, you know? Especially if multiple people are already talking about it. I don't think I got that one. Distraction, Kylie. Sauce is always cooking, but like, he wants a home-cooked meal, you know? He doesn't want a shortcut meal. Doesn't taste as good. Yeah, for sure, Alex. For sure. That was a bar, thank you. Right off the top of the dome. Sometimes these things just come to me, you know? Also, we're in like our spooky lo-fi time of stream. Kind of like it. I kind of like it. I haven't played... It was just the prop hunt that I played Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. And I will say, I don't know if Vinny's gonna make a short, because I think he already made a short for the hide and seek, Pokemon hide and seek, but I did find a shiny. And it was an epic moment because I was sinking. What is that called? So I couldn't catch it. But I found a shiny during the hide and seek. But alas, had to let it go. I gotta take a peek at the Discord, Sauce. Because I just kind of signed up and then tuned it out. Just walked away. I'm also surprised that there's like not a single person who would say anything. Either up front or in private. But that's the times we live in, I guess. No, you should totally be a Karen. It's not even being a Karen. It's like, don't take the fun out of it, you know? Yeah, you're not a Karen, you're a sauce. And if they're being dry, you gotta pour a little sauce on them. Because to me, that's like a fun... That's a fun strat to just like do on your own. But I'm guessing... You better have my honey. Yeah, pour a little honey on them. Send the bees in, you know? You know? Akex, if that's a real song, I don't think I've ever heard of it. No, sir. Yeah, game manipulation is not part of the vibe, I would say. Especially if you want to send the record to Guinness. Because there are game manipulations for like the early games too. Not necessarily in terms of shinies, but like for speedrunning. Can you walk through walls in a legitimate speedrun video? No. Or like entry, not video. Same diff. I don't really know what it's classified as. I think it would be a glitch, right? I think. Because it's not like a normal spawn. Perhaps. Yeah, a bug they never fix. So if it's a bug, there's no way. Again, I don't know how Guinness views it. Like, how do they know? How do they know that everything's legit? I don't know. But I think as well, if there were like multiple... If there was multiple entries of people doing like the exact same thing, I think someone would be like, how are they doing this? How are these like 12 people doing the same thing and getting the same outcome? You know? Just a thought. I believe we are Saibe. I do believe that would be the classification. What's up, Raichu? Welcome in. I love how Dialga is just like, googa booga. Bro literally says, oogie boogie. It's crazy. Precisely. What a silly guy. Yeah, it's basically like, instead of you getting all your spawns and then having to reset them, you only spawn in the shinies, right? So it's still like rolling, but it's only showing shiny. So you like get through the rolls way quicker in the RNG. I don't know if anyone knew about it last time, right? Yeah, it is an area 0. That's what we be talking about. Oh, it wasn't as efficient on the Switch one. Interesting. Interesting. Because they made a Switch 2 version for Scarvy, right? Like an optimized version. But I guess they just didn't bother to fix that. Yeah, like, unless you are going for quantity, like, usually if you're a shiny hunter, you're hunting something specific, so it doesn't make sense for you to just go get 100 of the same shiny. But for this type of event, it's very different. Yeah, that's diabolical. Yeah, that's why if there are people who aren't aware of it, like, I don't know if anyone did that for the last one. If they did, then I guess it was fine because the record was accepted. Would they change their minds with it being a Switch 2 update? I don't know. Ditto Zoro outbreaks are perma-broken? Oh, I have not heard of that. Broken how? Oh, they just don't spawn in. Is that because they always disguise as another Pokemon, or... Like, I'm assuming that's the root of the issue. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. Oh. Interesting. Zoe, it sounds nothing like what it spelled like. He's just like, Kia! Basically. I think I did a pretty decent job, actually, just describing it. Playing Smash right now. Which one, kitty? My favorite is Melee. Love me some Melee. Akex, the room is free. But the problem is it's Luke's room when he visits. And he doesn't like to share. So, I don't know. If you don't connect your game to the internet, you can keep the Porygon outbreaks that have diabolical shiny odds. Why do they have diabolical shiny odds? I think I did a Porygon outbreak once. And I did get a shiny pretty quickly, if I remember. But like, I didn't think it was anything crazy. I did not. Oh, yes. Gotcha. Yeah, that also makes sense because also I think this is 151. Yeah. This will probably be our last one. Because that's an event, so it shouldn't be included. IMO, actually, let's go back here. We did do 151 encounters. No shiny, but who's surprised? Not me. I'm the least bit surprised. You know, we'll get them next time. Probably. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, though. I would be down to do more resets, but I did promise Vinny we would watch our shows early tonight. Because we didn't watch Vigilantes last night, even though there was no Love Island, and we should have. So we gotta do double duty tonight. Thank you, Zoe. It was fun. Am I the next Sauce McGavin? Is it me? They call me K-Sauce? Question mark? Fitting to be at 151. Yes, Alex, I was planning on stopping at 150 just because it was gonna land at 10:30, and then I forgot I counted at the end of the encounter, so we just got to 151. I've heard this from 11 different people so far. Well, Vinny for sure, but he's just like, I'm gonna be the next greatest Jenny Hunter of all time or something like that. I don't know. K-Sauce is wild. Whoa, Dog McGavin kind of goes crazy. I kind of respect that. Listen, I'm still a little baby, but like we've taken our first steps, and that's very important. We'll probably do a few more of these before the shiny event because we have 3 weeks. And I have to figure out my plan. And if we don't get Dialga before, I might try to shiny hunt one-handed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You are twin. Ah! That's so cute. That's so sweet. Wow. Light, I'm already stacked from last time. I went crazy last time. I got so many herbas. It's not even funny. So I'm good. I don't have to do nothing. Don't have to touch it, which is nice. Very nice. But quick shout outs to Bridge for being a member for 4 months, and to Nikki and Light for the single gifties. Also Matt Richter and Bridge to Nowhere for the 5 gifties. Thank you guys so much. This was a very hype first full odds shiny hunting stream. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I'm going to sign off for the evening. I'll see you on Saturday. For sure. It's gonna happen. What are we gonna stream? I don't know. Maybe we'll do this again. Feeling kind of crazy. Like the vibes. I love the constant lo-fi and just chatting and chill. It's the ultimate coziness, and my name is Cozy K-Dog, so like I have to live up to it once in a while, you know? But I'll see you guys then. Good night, everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you on Saturday. Stay cozy. Bye.